Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and thank you for clicking on the video. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And in this season where we're talking about illegal immigration and the 14th Amendment, I am astounded how people are trying to connect our citizenship to anchor babies and people who gained U.S. citizenship through fraudulent means. So I want to make a couple of things clear in this video. Number one, the right way to come to the United States is through legal immigration. As hard as it might be for some people to believe, America actually has an immigration process. And there are many people who follow the rules and come here the right way. Now, if you come here illegally because you want a better way of life, you want a better life for yourself, and better economic opportunities for your family, sounds noble and honorable to you. But you did not come here the right way. And by American standards, you committed a crime. Number two, please understand that if you came here illegally for whatever reason, your situation is in no way comparable to the situation or the citizenship of Black American descendants of slavery. And even if the 14th Amendment is repealed, it probably won't be, but even if it is amended in some way, it still won't affect Black Americans because the amendment was created for Black Americans in the first place. What it will do is say, if you came to this country illegally, the children that are born to you are not legal. They don't have to repeal the 14th Amendment to say that if you came here illegally, meaning you broke the law, and you came here, had children, and now you're trying to hide behind your children, you're not legal, and neither are your children. So let us be clear, the problem at hand does not involve Black Americans, and neither will the solution. This has nothing to do with Black Americans. This has to do with people who are not respecting the laws of the United States of America. Now, I want to show you to the extent that other people are wanting to involve us in this birthright citizenship discussion. Somebody wrote in the comment section when I posted the video of Are We Seeing the End of Birthright Citizenship? Somebody wrote, all persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state wherein they reside. Then he goes on with this long thesis about from the nation's founding, African Americans regarded themselves as citizens. When the U.S. Constitution was ratified in 1788, it did not restrict citizenship based on race. However, it only counted enslaved people as three-fifths of a person rather than as a full citizen in state populations. Now, you see, he's taking us all the way back trying to de-citizenize us over something that ain't got nothing to do with us. Then he goes on to talk about Dred Scott and his wife and what the Supreme Court decided about them. Now, this was during slavery. This was before the 14th Amendment was even passed. And I guess he doesn't think that I know about the Dred Scott decision. But anyway, he goes on with a whole lot of nothing to do with us. And if the 14th Amendment were repealed, it would significantly undermine the civil rights of Black Americans by potentially removing their guaranteed citizenship, equal protection under the law, and due process rights, essentially leaving them vulnerable to state level discrimination and potentially returning them to pre-Civil War status, slavery, where their legal standing is significantly diminished, effectively jeopardizing many of the legal protections gained through the civil rights movement. Now, you see, Donald Trump is talking about people who came here illegally, had children, and now everybody in the family is a citizen. This has nothing to do with us. This person thinks he's clever. In a slight way, he calls himself trying to put me in my place. You're Black, and they can repeal the 14th Amendment, and then you'll be a slave again. No, hell, I won't. But people have a desire to drag us down and try to diminish us. So we have to repeat for emphasis. This ain't got nothing to do with us. We did not come here illegally. The 14th Amendment was passed for us, not for people coming here illegally, having children, and then everybody gets to be a citizen off those anchor babies. That's what this is about. This is not about Black Americans. They do not have to repeal the 14th Amendment. They can clarify the 14th Amendment. They can say who the 14th Amendment is not for. And that's all they have to do. We are not a part of this, but this is how people try to do Black Americans. This is a sophisticated form of gaslighting. He's trying to gaslight Black Americans and trying to put us into the same boat as illegal immigrants. We are not, and we were never illegal immigrants to the United States. We are here by special invitation. Whoever you were that wrote this, we are here by special invitation. They came and got us. Okay? We didn't break up in here illegally. So this has nothing to do with us. And I will say this as often as I have to say it. The 14th Amendment was specifically designed for us, not for illegals coming across the border, flying in here illegally, overstaying your visa, having babies, and then we got to end up taking care of them for the rest of our lives. So Donald Trump has made himself clear. I don't know why people try to keep confusing the issue, but I will clarify as often as I have to. Unfortunately, there are people in America who cannot resist the urge to pick a fight with Black Americans, to drag us into any kind of nonsense that's going on in America. They have to have somewhere to dump their insecurities, their desire to feel important and to be more than what they are. And I think the only thing that makes them feel better is when they're dragging Black people in some way, even when whatever craziness that's going on in their heads has nothing to do with Black people. Okay, y'all, let me know what you think about this. And please watch the comments and watch these people that come in here trying to gaslight us and try to make us or try to make this 14th Amendment thing be something about us. I guess they want Black people to get all riled up and get in the streets and start screaming about 14th Amendment rights. No, we won't be doing that. Okay? We're going to stay put and let everybody else fight their battle. This has nothing to do with us. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Have a good evening.